William Hill, the home of betting.
As they enter the final quarter mile of the Racing Post Trophy, and it is Elm Park who has the lead by a length and a half. Celestial Path is hard driven. Aloft now begins to sprout wings towards the outside, but he'll need to because Elm Park is not stopping. Indeed, he's finding more. He's gone clear now by 3 lengths. It is Elm Park and Andrea Azzini, and making it a procession in the 2014 running of the Racing Post Trophy. It is Elm Park. He could be a real star of the future.
He was a brilliant 2-year-old, but can Elm Park emulate the likes of Camelot, Authorised and Motivator by following up a win in the Racing Post Trophy with victory in the Investec Derby?
He'd always look nice when we start doing a little bit upsides as early as the spring. You know, he always looked like he could go a bit, but we never really know until you get them on the track. And he ran very well first time out. His work before that had been pretty good, and he just came on a bundle for each run, really.
And he was at top class at 2, won the Racing Post Trophy. Do you feel he's progressed over the winter? Has he?
Well, he's certainly progressed physically. His work's always been of a good standard, so I couldn't be happier with him, really. It's just been nice to get out and get him on the racecourse.
And there were mixed press reports to his gallop at Newbury. What was your take on that?
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I was a bit disappointed because those are horses he'd usually sort of kick into touch at home, but he just took a bit of time to get organised. Whether that was the ground was very fast. It was on the, after the last race on the Friday before they watered for the Saturday, and the ground was pretty quick on the Saturday as well. So whether that was a factor, I don't know. But look, the main thing is it brought him on a bit, and he came out of the gallop fine.
And obviously he'll be stepping up in trip this season. Do you see 1.5 miles as his optimum trip this year?
I would have thought so. I mean, you never know really until you try it. I mean, there's certainly 1.25 miles should not be a problem for him. We'll find out in due course whether 1.5 miles is his optimum trip.
And you trained his sire, Phoenix Reach, slightly underrated perhaps in this country, 3-time Grade 1 winner around the world. Does he remind you of Phoenix Reach at all?
Yeah, well, they're very similar in a lot of ways, apart from Elm Park's just a bigger, sort of slightly more scopy version of his dad, but very similar temperaments, and obviously both of good ability.
That leads on to my next question about Derby Day itself, obviously the occasion of it all. Do you see that being any problem for him?
No, that would be, hopefully we're well prepared for that. We've got a horse who's had a bit of racing and is verging on a professional now, so that shouldn't be a problem.
And the track, any concerns about Epsom?
Look, there's always a concern whatever you're going to run at Epsom for the first time. Until you've tried it, you'd never really know. But I think a horse with the class and ability to travel well through the early stages of the race puts you in good, in with a good chance when they step on the gas down the hill. You've got to be in a position. If you're chasing the game by then you're going to be in trouble. But if you can get a good position and give them a chance to travel around the first part of Chatham Corner, the rest should take care of itself.
And he was slated to run in the Guineas, pulled out because of the ground. Would you have rather taken him to Newmarket than be going for the Dantey? Yeah,
I mean that was always the original plan, just because of the time factor. It just gives you a bit more time between the Guineas and the Derby, but it wasn't to be, and the Dantey's the next best option.
And what do you want to see at York? It looks like it's going to be a pretty hot race.
Definitely. A strong race, but that's what the trials are all about. They're there to try and make the puzzle of Derby Day easier.
Would he have to win it to run in the Derby?
No. I think whatever happens, he'll come on for the run in the Dantey, and that's why we're running. Is we need to have a race to bring him on to somewhere near his peak for Derby Day.
It is far from a one-horse stable at Kingsclear though, and Balding will be seeking more big race success in Saturday's Group 1 Al Shakab Lock-in Stakes at Newbury, with both Tullius and Here Comes When.
Both, all being well, will run in the lock-in on Saturday. We need rain for both of them really to increase their chances of running well, but been very happy particularly with Here Comes When. I thought he ran a very good race at Sandown. Tullius was disappointing at Sandown, but I think we'll have him in better shape for Saturday.
And they're both solid Group 2 horses. Do you think that this season they will make that step up to Group 1?
I mean Tullius obviously been placed in 3 Group 1s, so he's not far off the mark, and Here Comes When was very impressive when he won the Challenge Stakes with a penalty. So usually a horse who can win a Group 2 with a penalty is not far off being Group 1 class. So I'm pretty sure that they're up to that standard.
And side glance must be the highest money spinner in the yard. 1.7 million in prize money he's racked up. What's the plan for him?
Yeah, he's done well. Sadly, he's had a setback, which might rule us out till later in the summer. But all being well, we'll have him back towards the end of the year.
And Sandown Classic Trial winner, Master Apprentice?
Yeah, no fixed plans for him, but if we're going to go anywhere, it will more than likely be Ascot for the Tercentenary.
And collaboration, could he join him at Royal Ascot?
Yeah, that's the plan. He's obviously been, he's come on a long way in his 3 runs this year, and he looks like he could continue to improve as well.
And just one more we saw on the gallops earlier, Havana Beat?
Yeah, he's in the Yorkshire Cup. I think it's unlikely we'll run there, probably wait for the Henry II. He's got a Gold Cup entry. He ran in the Gold Cup last year, but I think he's a better horse this year, and I'd be more confident of him staying the distance this year as well.
And final question, any 2-year-olds for punters to keep an eye out for over the summer?
I haven't even discovered a 2-year-old. Apparently I've got some in training, but I wouldn't have a clue.